I just got back from an amazing trip to northern Idaho where I rode the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes. I rode from Harrison to Medimont, and here's what you need to know before you go. The Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes is actually 73 miles long, and it runs from Plummer, Idaho to Mullen, Idaho. And the great thing about it is that it's completely paved the whole way and is very well maintained. Now, when I've been to Idaho, I haven't had a chance to do the entire trip, but one of these days I will. I've done a couple of these sections. The first one, I went from Harrison to Plummer, which was really fun. You ride along Lake Coeur and then it ends up in Plummer. And during that last 5 miles, it's a real hike because you go uphill the whole way. But one of the most interesting parts is this bridge that crosses over Lake Coeur d'Alene. I made a video of that already, and I'll link that in the description box below. But today we're going to talk about my ride from Harrison to Medimont. The reason I chose to ride to Medimont is because of all the wildlife. Every time I've been up here, I hear people talk about seeing all kinds of different birds, even pelicans. But the most amazing thing I saw was a moose. When we were riding, we saw a mama and her baby moose, and she looked a little nervous about us being so close. So we just rode by as quickly as possible. The reason why we chose Harrison to start a ride is because they have a place called Cycle House Bikes and Brews. And since we're from out of state, we need to rent our bikes. They have a huge assortment of electric bikes and acoustic bikes that you can use on your ride. In fact, they even offer to take your bike and drop it off wherever you'd like to ride. I'll link their website below so you can check them out. Harrison is also a great place to have a bite to eat. We've tried a few places on our rides. Of course, the Cycle House Bike and Brews. We've been there for coffee and breakfast. But you could also go to the general store where they serve some really yummy huckleberry ice cream. And we've also been to the Lakeside Bar and Grill. On this particular trip, we went there to have burgers. They also have a nice deck on the back that overlooks the marina, and so it has some really nice views there as well. And I would definitely recommend bringing some sunscreen and a bottle of water. Along this particular part of the trail, you're not going to have any water available to you. There are a couple places to stop for restrooms, but you're going to need to bring your own water. When you ride to Medimont, you're going to pass about 7 different lakes. This is called the Chain Lake region, and it is just gorgeous. I would definitely ride this trail again. I've ridden it every time I've been in Idaho. In fact, I'm hoping to get back to do all 73 miles in one trip. If you would like to learn more about the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes or other rides I've been on in Idaho, just check them out right over here. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video. God bless.